Kevin Sidebottom here, speaker, author, and trainer, and I go around and I teach sales organizations and leadership teams how to build trust and influence with their customers and their team members to generate more engagement, higher profits, and more revenue. Today, let's talk about why we should become a mentor. Why would we want to become a mentor? What does that look like? And what does a mentor really do? And how do we go about doing so? So let's talk about that. Why would we even want to be a mentor anyways? Well, not everybody should be a mentor. The mentor should be somebody that is actually encouraging people to grow, helping guide them out of pitfalls that they've already gone through it. Like when I look for a mentor, I want somebody who's been through the battle that I want to go through and has the scars to prove it, so that way they can guide me about, hey, you're going down this path, I did it already, probably not going to work out. Why don't you try this or this? What do you think of this? Why are you trying to do this? They ask great questions to help me move forward. So if we want to be a mentor, why do we want to do it? What is the avenue? Do we just want to say, I'm a mentor and I'm awesome? Or do we have a heart of a teacher and we're trying to help people? That's what we have to understand. Before we even think about becoming a mentor, why would we want to do this? Are we just trying to show off and look cool and have other people go, wow, you're so awesome because you're a mentor? Or are we doing this because we genuinely want to help people? Okay? Now, what does a mentor really look like? Well, a mentor is kind of like a coach. And no, not like a coach that you see on the sidelines of a football game barking out plays and making the team execute it and throwing his headset and everything and yelling at people for not executing right. A coach that I'm referring to is somebody who is coaching you up and saying, hey, you tried something, how did that work out for you? And start asking you questions to help derive the best answer out of each and every one of us, or its mentees, to understand their own answer. That's right. They actually ask lots of questions. And that's what a mentor is going to do, is ask you lots of questions. They got to have the baseline. They have to know who you are, what you're looking to do, and what are the motives. Because when they have all this information, they can help work with us and help us get to that direction of where we want to go. Without that information, if they just start barking off plays, well, it's not going to work. So when we want to be a mentor, we need to make sure that we are setting forth the example of, hey, I'm intentionally going to sit down with you. I have to set the standard of, this is what my time looks like, and we can sit down and do this. Now, whether you pay somebody to be a mentor or you're paid is up to you, but we need to make sure that everybody understands in this agreement, if we're going to do this, it's kind of like a relationship. If we're going to enter into this relationship, there's some ground rules. What that looks like. Can't call me at 3 o'clock in the morning drunk from out drinking with your buddies asking me what you should do about a girl. That's probably not going to work. We want to have a mentor that's going to have a good, wise relationship with us, that's going to coach us, but we also need to make sure that we're not taking advantage of them. So when we're being the mentor, we need to make sure we set some ground rules so that way the relationship can work inside of those areas. Because if there's an out of bounds, we need to let people understand what those out of bounds are. Now, we're not going to be a mentor for everything and anything to people. That's right. I've had different mentors, some in sales, some in business, some in relationships, but not one is going to be the almighty knowing everything for me. There's going to be some that help us for quite a bit, some that are going to help us in one small area, but we're going to have to do the same thing when we're mentoring. We're only going to be able to do so many things and help people in so many areas. So don't try to be the almighty knowing everything. Nobody actually knows everything. So we need to make sure that we're upfront and honest, saying, here's my expertise, and start the relationship and build on that relationship, because that's what it is. It's kind of like learning from anybody else. You had to have a relationship first, because if you don't, it's just transactional and it feels fake and not natural, and it just doesn't go anywhere. Now, we're going to have to be understanding that at certain points of people's lives, they're going to need a different mentor. We're going to get to the point where we just can't do anything more. We need to be able to hand them off. So we need to have other mentors. That's why I always recommend, if you're going to mentor someone, have other mentors, because that way, if you're getting to the top of your bandwidth of knowing what you can help them with, now you can ask somebody else that might be mentoring you, hey, do you know somebody that can actually help this person? And then you can connect them and help them move forward in their walk. And that's all you can do, is help them move forward. You can't drag them. You can't force them. It's ultimately their decision. But as a mentor, you're just saying, here's what I've experienced. Here's how I can help you, and have that relationship. All right? If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. If you like the video, hit like, subscribe, share it with somebody you think might add value. That's why I do these videos. All right? We'll see you next time.